Hello freaking weirdos, I'm a person thingy, and welcome to my room. I've had a few requests over the last year to do a room tour, and since we're moving to Fredericton, New Brunswick soon, or at least within that general area, I decided to do a room tour before it's all torn apart, thrown into a truck, and taken elsewhere. Kicking things off, we have the Xbox One, along with my HD PVR 2 and my TV. The TV is a 22-inch 720p TV, and it's not great, and I plan to upgrade that when we move. Also, the Xbox One is just your standard 500GB Xbox One, as well as my Hauppauge HD PVR 2. I've had that for quite a few years now, probably about 3 years. I've used it to record some videos, mainly Xbox videos, and it's worked out pretty well for me, although I couldn't exactly recommend it because it is a little bit obsolete now. The headphones I use for the setup are just some 10-year-old Philips headphones, which happen to be wireless. They're old, they're a bit obsolete, but they do the job. This is my bed, in which I love. It is my favorite place. If you're wondering what those plushies are, one of them is a creeper, one of them is a sheep, and that fish thing that vibrates and is very nice. Moving on over to the actual desk, here we have my Lenovo G780, which is my laptop, obviously. That's what I use to start recording YouTube on. And this is also here, this is my tablet. This is a Samsung Galaxy Tab 4, which I use quite a lot. It was an impulse buy, but I absolutely do not regret it. I've gotten a lot of use out of it over the last year or so. Moving along, this is my mouse. This is the Logitech G700s. Now, I'd absolutely recommend this for $50. It can be both wired and wireless. I choose to use it wireless when the battery's charged. And also the keyboard, this is a Steelseries Apex 350. It's a bit worn down, a bit dirty, which I gotta fix, but it's definitely a good keyboard. Here's my knickknacks. I have the date, a little truck I had as a kid, and my remote, which I'll show you a little bit of later. Here's the Xbox 360, which I have not touched in a long time, especially since getting the Xbox One. These are my headphones. This is the Razer Kraken Pro Chroma, along with the wicked Endo Bluetooth headphones. The Bluetooth doesn't work well on them, but I'm pretty sure I just have a defective one and I can't return it because it's too late, so I just use the wire. These are being held on a banana stand of all things. Here we go, this is the remote. Basically what it lets me do is have 3 different outlets which I can control by remote. One of them is my speakers, the other one is the Atari because I like to drain the power out of it just because of its age, I think it's better for it. And the third one is just that little lamp over there. Up here is my Afterglow PS3 controller. I don't actually have a PS3, probably never will buy one. I mostly use it for PC, but I've been having some issues with it lately, so I don't really use it. I use it for display purposes mostly. And then on top of the other speaker, I have my Xbox One controller. This is a controller I actually do use on my PC, as well as obviously Xbox One. These are my 3D glasses that I bought a long time ago when I was a lot younger. I'm like, ooh, Minecraft has a 3D mode, so I bought these, tried it out, kind of regretted it, but they look kind of cool. I might use it for something, who knows? Here it is, this is my microphone. This is what I'm using right now to voice over this. This is the blue snowball ice, and I just use a black sock to go over it to both match the setup and act as a ghetto pop filter. This is my fridge. It is fun. It doesn't have much in it. Moving up, here we go. This is my retro corner. This is where I have my Atari 2600. I have 113 games for this thing. I'm still in the process of going through them and seeing which ones I like and don't like. I bought a package deal with 3 Ataris, a bunch of controllers, and 113 games, and I went for it. It's valued at almost $1,500, so I'm definitely gonna sell those, the ones that I don't like, and actually make a profit off having a bunch of old games. Here's my pile of games for the Atari 2600, and as I said, I have a lot more to go through, so it could go all the way up there. We'll see. This is my GameSir G3, and it's just my phone Bluetooth controller that I use. I think it's pretty good for right around $30, and I would recommend it. This is my monitor. It is a 1080p 144Hz panel. It's a 24-inch. It's by Asus, and it has a 1 millisecond response time, which I really love. It's instant. You cannot see a delay. Up above that, we have my 29-inch LG ultrawide, which is a 5 millisecond response time, also pretty snappy. And ultrawide means 21:9 instead of 16:9 aspect ratio. Basically, it just means it's wider, and it's very, very nice. These are just some $20 speakers I have. They were $20 for the pair. They were a gift from my father, and I put them in these boxes, and I use that for my audio setup. Holding them is actually just a cheap $60 monitor stand, so although this looks high-tech and amazing, it's actually pretty cheap. The stand itself was $60, and it's definitely fantastic. I like it. It's designed to hold up to 4 monitors, but since I don't have 4 monitors yet, I'm using it to hold up my speakers. The speakers themselves are 200 watt maximum, although I don't believe that. They're probably more like, I wouldn't put more than 60 or 70 watts into them. And powering through the base load is the 1000 watt peak Pioneer 12-inch subwoofer in a box that I bought on Amazon that cost more than the speaker did. The speaker was $45 to me and the box was $60. Don't mind the terrible cable management. That is like that because there's really nowhere else to put them, and I could make it better, but I don't want to because we could be off this rock in as soon as 2 months, so I'm not really going to worry about that until we move. This is a camera I usually use for streaming. Yes, that is indeed a PS3 Eye. It has some glitches, it has some issues, but it generally works, and although the resolution is terrible, the colors and the frame rate are pretty good, and when you shrink it down to face cam size, the terrible resolution actually doesn't matter. For the mega PC nerds, here you go. Here is the tower itself. Inside of here, I have an i5 4690K clocked to 4.3 GHz on a fantastic motherboard that could probably overclock it to 4.7 if it wasn't for the limitations of the 120mm radiator in there, which obviously means this computer is liquid cooled. I have 24 gigabytes of RAM, which I actually tend to use up a lot of. I can get up to 16 to 20 gigabytes of usage, so I actually do like having that much RAM, although for most people it would be a waste because most people aren't doing what I do. The power supply is a 760 watt Cougar power supply. It was actually only like $60–70. It is 80 plus bronze certified, so I trust it. It's worked well so far, and I thought I was going to go for an SLI setup with 2 GTX 960s, but I didn't, and instead upgraded to a single GTX 1070, so the power supply was kind of in vain, but I mean, I have it. For storage, I have a 256GB SSD and a 2TB Western Digital Black. Alright, there's my setup tour for late 2017. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions, be sure to leave them down in the comments section below. I will be doing another setup tour when we are set up both in the rental house while we are waiting for the new house to be built and in the new house. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button down below. And also, if you want to see more videos by me in the future, including future setups and what I actually do with my setup, be sure to hit the subscribe button and become a freaking weirdo. Anyways, I'm a person thingy, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a poop down here. Oh my gosh,
I'm going to smash something. Coil up, coil up, coil up.